Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. My name is Etienne, and in today's video, we are going to try to repair my ignition coil wire, which has been chewed up a little bit by someone, as you might have seen in the previous videos. So let's get to it. All right. So I've never done this before, so I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know if it's gonna work out as well as I hope it will, but we'll try. And I mean, if something bad happens, we'll have to fix it later on. So we'll see what happens. So to do this job, I got a heat gun, some shrink wrap, some electrical tape, some connector for wire connector, maybe it's called. I don't know. Then I bought this. I'll show you here. This connector. So it's the same type of connector that's here, but it's an aftermarket part. It's not quite the same quality. The plastic is seems to be a little bit cheaper, so I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use the wire that's in here. I'm going to take it out, and then we'll connect it to the other wire that's broken. That's here. We're going to need a small pick or a really small flat head. I'll show you here. So tiny little flathead screwdriver or a small pick should do the trick. And then wire stripper slash crimp tool. What else? I got a multimeter just for demonstration purposes, and scissors, cutters. I don't know if I'm going to need them or not. Okay, so first, I just want to show you that the wire that's defective is the battery positive wire. So right now there's no current going through that wire. So you have four wires, right? On my ignition coils on this Corolla, and I think all Corollas are like that. So you get your battery wire, then after that you get your ignition feedback wire, then after that you get your ignition trigger wire, and finally you get your ground. The ground is always hot, so if you were to cut your ground wire, you would have to disconnect the battery. But in our case, I'll show you here. I'm going to put the positive from my test lead in here. It's going to touch the cable, and then I'm going to turn on my multimeter to voltage, and I'm going to find a good ground. And okay, we get 0.3 millivolts. Now, just to show you, I'm going to turn on the car without putting it in ready mode. I'm just going to put it in on mode. Okay, so the engine won't start. Let's just see what kind of voltage we get right now. So that's the multimeter. I'm going to find a good ground. Okay, we get about 12 volts. See? So this is both showing us that when the engine is turned off, there's no current going through that wire, and that the insulation here is bad, right? Because I just put the lead in there where I put the tape, and it's touching the cable. So we need to fix that. So I'm gonna turn off the engine. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off, put this aside. Now let's remove this piece of tape. I did a good job taping it up. I want to disconnect this. Oh, did I break it? Okay. Uh, okay. Yes, you got it. All right. Just gonna trim a bit of tape here. Clean these, just to clean things up a bit. Okay. Okay. Is it going well? Okay. We need to remove this wire because I'm gonna keep the connector, right? Okay, I'm gonna show you how to remove this connector. I think it's easier if I use the new one just to show you. So you see there's a white plastic part, white plastic piece inside the connector, right? And then there's a little hole right at the bottom. So with a small screwdriver or a pick, you just go ahead and remove this. Now, right in there, there's a tiny little metal tab that we need to push down, okay? You need to go in there, and really hard to see. I think I'm gonna come here for a second because, let's see, did I? Okay, so yeah. See, did I get it? Sort of. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so this is what the connector, it's not the connector, but the wire connector, I guess, looks like. There's tiny little tabs right there. And you push it all the way in, you're gonna hear a click. Oop. Yep. So these two little kind of tabs or teeth just go in and clip inside the connector. So, like I said, you gotta, with your pick, go in, and then you pull down on the little tab. That's a little ways in there. It's not too far, and it's not very difficult. Best thing to do really is to get one of those and to practice, and then it becomes pretty easy. So, same procedure on this one. First, we're gonna remove this plastic tab gently. Okay, that's off. Then I gotta go in there and pull on that tab, push that tab down. Ooh, that was easy. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm realizing now, because I haven't done this very many times, so you can push it down, it stays down, and then you pull this out. Not too bad, right? All right, let's snap this guy. So I'm gonna cut it right above where the insulation is frayed. All right, so now I can show you what it looked like. The wire got all chewed up by someone, and you know, I'm not sure, like the wire is actually cut in some places, so eventually it would oxidize, it would go bad, and then the power doesn't get through as well, so good to replace it. All right, so that's garbage. Now, um the colors don't match, as you can tell. This is a kind of a turquoise green. I'm gonna go with, what's the closest, well, just the blue, I think, because we don't have any other blues in there, so we'll go with the blue. So again, um just see here, I think I slightly damaged the inside there. I bent a little piece of metal, I put it back, it's no big deal. So the blue again, we get in there right in the middle here, right underneath that connecting bit, and we pull that tab down. Let's see if I got it. Yeah, I got it. Not too bad, not too bad. So quite easy to do once you've practiced a couple times, and to be honest, I did practice a couple times. And then, okay, so I want to have the exact same length. So let's stick this in there like so until I hear the click. So I want them to overlap a little bit like that. So I'm going to cut it down here. Blue one right here. So let's not lose this piece. Let's cut about a centimeter. Yeah, the length of about a centimeter. So 1.25. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do this. Okay, it's looking good. And let's strip this blue one now. All right, like so. Okay, got it. Hey, okay, I'm gonna turn these a little bit. Now I like to use shrink wrap to make a nice clean job. So I'm gonna prepare some shrink wrap right away. So I'll just show you. I got two different sizes. So this one's a little bit smaller and this one's a bit bigger. We're gonna put this one inside that one. I'm gonna make this one a little bit shorter. So I'm just gonna cut this here. Okay. Okay. So this one's gonna go on top of the connector, the little wire connector, and then this one's gonna go on top of that one, and it's gonna give us a nice little seal around our cable. Now, the tricky bit. The tricky bit is gonna be to put this little connector here. So let's just look at this for a second. There's this little tab here that we're gonna crimp. It's quite narrow, so when I use the tool, my tool is a little bit wide here. It's wider than this. So I'm just gonna use, I'm not gonna go all the way in, because if I go all the way in, I'm gonna crimp both tabs, this one and that one. I don't wanna do that. I wanna crimp this one first. This one's gonna go around the insulation, and then this one's gonna go and crimp the wire itself, the copper wire. I'm gonna go like this. Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now, important thing to do before I finish the connection is to put my shrink wrap in. So I put the small one inside the big one, but you want it to stick out a little bit. So let's go ahead and slide this all in here like this. Okay, beautiful. So before we crimp the middle tabs, we want to put the other wire in. Okay. This, like this. There we go. I think I got it. Yeah, not too bad. I think I got it. Nice. Okay. Beautiful. That's the hard part. Hard part done. Hang on. I didn't do the most perfect job on this one here. I'm just gonna squeeze again. All I got left to do is to crimp the middle tabs now. So, and a little bit of force. Okay, looks really good. I'm just gonna make sure all the wires are nicely laid out inside there. There's a good connection. And then we're gonna crimp this guy up. Okay, nice. Nice, looking good. Whew. And now We're just gonna slide the small shrink wrap first on top here, like so. Okay, this is so close. I'm just gonna shrink wrap both of them together. So now what I'm gonna do is put the bigger one on top of the small one. Yeah, just like that, just a tiny little bit. Okay, shrink that thing. So I put it on high heat. And there we go. So we got 2 layers of shrink wrap now. And then the other ones, there we go. Okay. We have one left. Hey, there we go. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we got to put the little plastic locking device in there. This part with the little gap here goes at the bottom, like so. Push it all the way in. Let's connect this back here. And we heard the click. Hey, voila. Okay, all that's left to do is start the car and make sure there's no error codes. Okay, start the car. Everything's running smooth. Let's turn off the car. So, all right. So that was the repair. Everything went well. Um, yeah, I bought this type of connector with the wires included in it instead of buying a wire and then the little connecting thing, and it was just easier to do it that way. I got them on a used website here in Japan on Mercari. I paid like $5 for a set of two, so that was easy. Yeah. So, anyways, that's everything. That's all for today. We fixed the ignition wire problem, so that's great. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you.